Sniffing of glue is a phenomenon which was introduced in late 80s because there was no glue during my time. And even if it was, we didn't know the meaning of this.
So as a street kid, what kind of street kid were you?
For example, I don't take alcohol. I don't take tea with sugar.
So we have a marijuana plant here, just in case the forces who manage the authorities here want to question where we got the plant and all that.
I was afraid of the unknown. When I became a gravedigger, I looked at the world twice. Through the Hare Krishna philosophy, I was like, those that we are preparing, they have gone. But there is a wall of silence between us who are alive and them who are dead. And those ones who are outside that wall don't want to come in.
So wait, you did not know that you're walking into a morgue?
At first I had to run away.
You have to, man.
Yeah, then I came back, some Nigerian students telling me, no, okay, just be strong.
Yeah.
So you go in, then your hands just die. Mboka Nangai has got a white girl. Oh man, I have a woman who loves me. She smiled at me. So we went back and I smiled. What I saw was security guard throwing me out.
Hey, I think this episode will bring some value to you. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe. It is completely free and it directly supports more content like this. How's it going today?
The going is fine.
Thanks for allowing us to come and hang out with you today on the
Yes.
Couch Connect podcast.
Yes.
I have known you since you have become a very important man in our society. And in my knowing you, I have come to love your ability to express yourself without any fear. Where do you get that from?
I was born that way.
Okay.
Yes.
You're born that way. So expressive from when you're a small kid,
Yeah.
without fear.
Yeah, without a mother around you. It was a sort of like a defensive. I
Yeah.
was always on the defensive. Because if you can see someone who has no mother,
Yeah.
somebody is growing up without any kind of familial protection.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to protect myself and protect my sister.
Yeah.
So I've grown up that way, and I think my mother also used to speak like that from what I'm told.
Yeah.
I also had my grandmother from my father's side was a tough person, and I think it's genetical. Also, if you look at my cousins, Otienda Molo,
Yeah.
they speak that way.
Yeah.
So it's a family thing.
Your mother is called Melania.
Melania. She was divorced. I just saw her after 50 years after I came from exile.
Okay.
Very tough woman.
Very tough woman. So your growing up without a mother is as a result of the divorce?
Yes, separation. Parents separated, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Did that affect you at all?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
But then I'm also very happy that it reshaped my thinking. Because I wonder what would have happened if I'd grown up with both parents. Probably I would have been a Wajackoyah child.
Yeah.
A mother's child. But fortunately, I don't regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned here that you were a street child.
Yes.
A street kid. And maybe we can start off there. So with me here, I have something. Sniffing glue.
Yes. The sniffing glue just came recently.
You can have a look at it.
Yeah, sniffing of glue is something that is a phenomenon which was introduced probably in late 80s.
Yeah.
Because there was no glue during my time. And even if it was, we didn't know the meaning of this. Yeah.
So the understanding that I have of street children is that street children are rowdy, they are very loud, they don't respect authority. And that is a general understanding that I had for a very long time growing up. But now that I'm older, I think there are street kids who are wonderful people who circumstances have just found them in the situation where they are. So as a street kid, what kind of street kid were you?
I was just like any other street kid. The only difference could be that the group in which I was had different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Some were not born in the streets. Some ran away from their families. Some had circumstances. If you look at the people that I was with in the street, some of them are old now. But the majority of them, like in Grogan Road, where they prepare vehicles, behind Grogan Road, next to Grogan Road, which is now the, what's the street name today? I will just remember. But if you look at the children of those who are with me are now flourishing.
Yeah.
They are mechanics. They are self-made.
Yeah.
Because I think their parents, when they came out of the thing, They adapted hard work. Yeah, that's the Kirinyaga road. They adapted hard life, and their kids are doing quite very well today.
So, you say that Grogan Road, which is now Kirinyaga Road, was that where you were domiciled?
That was our headquarters, plus Nairobi River.
Okay.
And therefore, we had sections of Nairobi's different street kids.
Yeah.
So from Grogan Road, going up to the museum, Globe Cinema area, that was our domain.
Yeah.
We were the kings of that environment. And obviously, we were very protective, because that's where we used to get most of our food from the Asian community. We have temples around there.
Yeah.
So anytime they brought in food, could eat, and that's how later on managed to join Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So, and that was going to be my next question. So, joining Hare Krishna came from the fact that the community around there was lovely and loving and taking care of you guys. And so you sort of, can we say you sort of gravitated towards them?
Yeah, sort of like when they used to come to chant Hare Krishna and Rama, the appearance pool was a crowd puller.
Yeah.
And most of people used to look at them as devils.
Yeah.
Because of
the many gods?
Because of the way they dress, the appearance, the shaving of the head, the tilak, that yellow stuff.
That they put on their forehead.
Yes. And later on I became one of the devotees until today.
Yeah. So you're a devotee of Hare Krishna?
I'm a devotee of Krishna, yes.
Yeah.
If you looked into my office,
I saw it.
I think you saw a Bhagavad Gita.
I saw it
the book that we read, which is a Sanskrit and translations by Srila Prabhupada.
Can you read Sanskrit?
Yes, I do.
Really?
If you can send somebody in the office to bring, I'll read it for you.
Yeah.
I can subscribe, I can speak fluently, I can do the recitation.
The Bhagavad Gita is the Bible of... Sorry for putting that, but it's the Hare Krishna Bible. Okay, beautiful.
I can recite, I speak, I can recite Sanskrit, it's like Latin.
Yeah.
And I also preach.
You preach?
Yes, I do preach. I go for what we call puja in the temple. I do puja. I more or less live in the temple if I'm not in the office or if I'm not traveling. That's where I get my source of inspiration, because of the Hare Krishna philosophy. It's more or less like the Scientology. I'm also a Scientologist.
Yes.
I've done Scientology, I've read the Bhagavad Gita, I've read Islam, and then I've also read the yoga. I'm a yogist.
Okay.
So that's that has transcended my mindset and my beliefs into toward the Eastern philosophy, which is the foundation upon which I've built my faith. Yeah. I have also read the Bible deeply because I grew up as a Roman Catholic. Yeah. I preach.
So you preach to both the members of the Hare Krishna and Christians?
Yes, I do.
And do you borrow from both
faiths?
If
you combine the metaphors of Scientology, the dynamics of Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, and then you put in the mechanics of the Nation of Islam, and you look into the Quran, and then you look into the mindsets of Buddhism, life after death, reincarnation, and look at the body and the mind, and how you look at the body. What is the body? What actually is the spiritual value of your body, as opposed to an internalized value? What is life after the body? Is a body just a conduit of the soul? How do we look at the soul and the ramifications of the soul and the growth of the soul? What are the do's and don'ts? For example, I don't take alcohol. Yes. I don't smoke. I don't take tea with sugar. Yes. Or tea with the, let me say, tea bags, because tea bag is it has alkaline, alcoholic ingredients, because it can, if you take too much, you get some kind of psychos from the substance. Coffee.
Out of the tea bag is what you're saying. You're going to come to coffee. So the tea bag has alcohol substances.
It has some ingredients that can make you high.
Oh.
That's why when you take it too much and it's very hot, you sweat.
I thought it's as a result of the caffeine.
It has caffeine as well. What is caffeine?
Caffeine is a stimulant.
And what is that stimulant? What does it stimulate in the body?
Well, part of your brain, I would imagine.
Yes, anything that interferes with your brain is a substance.
Okay. And so you don't even do coffee?
I don't even do coffee.
Yes.
Yes, I used to when I'm in the UK, US, just for, but religiously I don't.
Yeah.
But water is good because it purifies. It depends on how and what you do. Like if you take coffee, you'll feel some kind of dizziness.
Yeah, people say that. I've never taken coffee my entire life. I mean, I grew up in a family where coffee was never taken, and I tasted coffee once and it was very bitter. So I decided not to take it.
Yes, and if you take tea, it has got some kind of minerals that affect you. Okay. If you look at the pores, and this is scientifically proven through the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, you will not be the same. Your mind will not be reflective.
You know, my supervisor and some of my colleagues, they are very dependent on coffee. They tell me that they got to start the day with coffee. And then they try limiting their coffees during the day. And some of them say, I got to take my last coffee at like 4 p.m. because I won't be able to go to sleep then. But what that also means that they can't function without coffee. They are dependent on the coffee.
Yeah, because they become predictively addictive.
Yeah.
And once you have an addiction, definitely there's no difference between you and your mindset.
Yeah.
Between that who takes alcohol and that one who takes coffee.
Yeah.
That who smokes. You are a doctor, right?
Doctor of General Medicine, yes.
That's fine. So I'm talking from the religious perspective.
Yes.
So you'll find out that what does the soul gain from? Because the body is the conduit of the soul.
Yes.
It's like a car. Engine drives the car. And anything that affects the car affects the engine.
Yes.
And if there's something wrong with the engine, the car will not move.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you look into what you take, what you partake.
Yeah.
Spiritually speaking, there are desires of the mind and the desires of the body.
Yeah.
If you look at a person who plays prostitution, the mindset of that person, if I may now describe it in the metaphor of Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, find out that somebody has three mindsets.
Yeah.
There are three time waves. There's the Mayas, the Maya of goodness, the Maya of affection, and the Maya of evil. And the body goes through those trajectories.
Yeah.
For example, when you wake up very early in the morning, your body is tired, but it's tired with what you did initially.
Yeah.
And I'll walk you into that. You are yawning, you are cold, your eyes are opening, you are smelling fresh air depending on where you are. Then as the day goes by, depends on how you activate your body and what you are doing. During the day, you feel hungry, you want to eat, you want to tee up the body. The body is in requirement of a lot of things. Perfection of yoga, perfection of the mind, and the perfection of evil. If now we look into the spiritual language, designed by His Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami, the founder of ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, whose members include the person who founded Apple, Steve Jobs. Jobs. Then we have the Beatles.
The members of the Beatles,
who joined Hare Krishna and did most of the music. They even actually donated their house in Yorkshire, which became a garden of Vindevan today. So now, so speaking of the mind, you find out that in the evening, the mind becomes tired. You are agitated. The body is agitated. It wants to do something reflective. And as darkness comes in, it's when now you know the perfection of the body. You want to drink alcohol because it's darkness. You want to have illicit sex because nobody's looking at you. You want to develop a character of a pig. Pigs eat anything. Pigs play in any... They don't have moral authority because they are animals. So if you are born next now, that's where the story starts. So what are you going to be born? It will depend on what you have been doing. If you have been doing it well, like Krishna sitting on a flute of a leaf, playing the flute in the morning, then you'll be born into a spiritual soul. So you'll be reincarnated into a soul because of your habits, because of your understanding of the world and what you have been doing. If you kill people randomly, you can be born into a killer, an animal. And that's why when you go to Krishna, you find pictures of wild beasts with nails and long teeth and what have you. So that perfection,
looking very ferocious.
It reshapes your thinking. If I have to do this, what are the consequences? Now, if you look at the metallics of Scientology, and I have also a book of Scientology in the office, and you look at what Hubbard looked at the dynastics, then you'll find, if you do the comparison, and then you also look into the Asian, the Hinduism, as well as the Islam, then the choice is yours to do it. That's why my arguments in court are very veracious, because it's not only the law that I've read.
You've read all
I
these.
apply a lot of ethics.
I've been listening to you. You seem to be quite vast, and since you've practiced, I don't know if you call it Hare Krishnaism, for the past very many years, you've become very well versed in its theories and its beliefs, etc. And so I wonder to myself, I haven't seen a lot of black members of who subscribe to Hare Krishna. And when you become a member, aren't you shunned by the members of South Asia, the Indians? And they're like, because of my understanding is that there's the caste system over there, and what I've seen, the black members of the Indian community sometimes are looked down upon. So what is that like for you? Do you feel anything like that at all?
Hare Krishna, the principles of Hare Krishna is the soul.
Okay.
If the soul is black, then it's black. They don't look at the color. And they don't look at the body. The body is neither black or blue in Hare Krishna. It's the soul and the doings of the body. So if you look at...
your team here sent this book, the Bhagavad Gita, as it is. So this Bhagavad Gita translates to as it is.
As it is.
Okay.
Because that's how it was, as it is today, as it will be tomorrow. Philosophy never changes. The philosophy. And if you look at the back, you'll find that is the founder. And I was the first black in the entire world, universe, to be initiated by Srila Prabhupada when he came in Kenya in 1973.
So this man is the one who initiated you?
Yes, and he's the founding member. And that's why I'm highly respected in Hare Krishna temples and faithfuls around the world. Highly respected.
So this book is all translated?
Yes, he translated these books. In fact, we had cantos.
But there's some Sanskrit in some of the passages. Here, the opulence of the absolute.
Yes.
And I'm just going to give it to you. I mean, you can decide what part is important for us to...
I can read anything and translate.
Yes.
And if you look at this, this Sanskrit is the oldest language in the world. It's older than Latin. Now, for Prabhupada to come and translate it, when he left India on a yacht to New York in 1966, alone, and went to New York parks and started talking about Krishna and converted the entire universe. And at the moment, you have over 400 temples in the world. But they don't teach about religion. They teach about the philosophy of the mind and how you can take care of your body. And how you can live within the moral. It's designed to update your moral standards so that you don't behave in a particular way. Like I don't take alcohol. Because alcohol harms my body. It interferes with my thinking. Can easily lead me into Maya.
The third Maya?
The Maya, the Maya of evil.
Yes, the Maya of evil.
So I don't want to transcend or transgress myself into that. So I follow it. And if you see what Bhagavad Gita is, if you allow me to read the first paragraph, they say, Bhagavad Gita is a universally renowned as the jewel of India's spiritual wisdom. Spoken by Lord Shri Krishna. Krishna is the name of God, just like Allah, just like God, or just like...
Messiah.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, to his intimate devotee Arjuna. Arjuna is one of the devotees that was there during those days that Krishna used to fight his battles, human battles. The Gita's 700 concise verses provide a definitive guide to the science of self-realization. Who are you? What are you? how do you take yourself? How do you put yourself before the people? What do you say?
Yeah.
What do you smell? What do you touch? What do you see? So those openings on your body are the ones designed to propel you to behave in a particular way.
Yeah.
So they say that indeed no work even compares in these revelations of a man's essential nature, his environment, and ultimately his relations with God.
Beautiful. You know, you said earlier that many people look at the members of the Indian community and they will observe them to be like devils.
Definitely. That is the...
Because of the way they look, maybe.
The repellent that I got from my people here in Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah, they associated me with the devil. They said I was lost and I was a devil worshipper, idol worshipper. All those kinds of things were said.
But when I look at you and I listen to you, you speak very eloquently. But not only that, you are very calm. You look like you have a very calm spirit, very calm mind. You look content. And all this comes from your beliefs of the teachings of the
Bhagavad Gita, yes. Certainly, yes.
Yeah. We have known you from very many spheres. Of course, we start off here by talking about your travels into ending up in street life, and you narrate to me the story of Grok and how the Indian community there took care of you. But I didn't know that you ended up becoming a police officer. I have a picture of you here. I believe this is you here as a police officer.
That is, okay. The other picture actually was...
This is you.
The other side is me, the other one is not me, because I never served in administration police.
Oh, I see.
And somebody just wanted probably to market me.
Yeah, and they put it together.
They put it together. I've seen it before. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not me.
But you were a police officer.
Yeah, I was a police officer for many years. I was a police constable.
Yeah.
From there, I went back to Kiganjo for inspectorate. I became a police inspector.
Yeah.
From Central, I was taken to Pangani, where I was the OC crime. Then I was taken to Kasarani police station and I became the first officer commanding the Kasarani police station.
You were the first OCS of Kasarani police station?
That is officer commanding the post before it was converted into a police station.
So you're not called OCS, you're called OCP, maybe?
OCPP.
Oh, OCPP.
Act. Then when it was gazetted to be a station, then an OCS was brought in.
Okay.
Yeah, then from there, I worked a little bit. Then I joined the National Security Intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working for the intelligence community, in my imagination, could make you to be feared.
Definitely.
And it is possible that even right now, some people could be saying out here that, that man, he still works for the NIS. They are called the NIS, right? He still works for the NIS, and so he's just here to, pretend.
Yeah, those who can speak that way, they have the liberty to say so.
Yeah.
But those who know my story will tell you, no.
Yeah.
This man was detained, he was jailed by the very people he worked with.
Yeah.
And that's why he went into exile. And you cannot become a refugee after you have qualified as an asylum seeker.
Yeah.
They have to look into the objective, the objectivity of what makes you to run away from your country.
Yeah.
So when I became a refugee, that qualified me. So people can say what they want. This is the world. Some call me a madman because of my durag. I never heard it before.
Yeah.
Some just hate to look at me as a successful scholar because they're like, how did he go to school when he was a policeman? So people's perceptions, you take them with a pinch of salt. Yeah.
Of course, and that is the one lovely thing about you. I think my understanding of you is that you have multiple degrees, multiple PhDs, some diplomas. You are quite well read.
Yes, I think so, though it's others, like when I'm teaching.
Yeah.
I teach, and those people that I teach at the university are the ones who can speak of my substance. But I've tried to go to school when I was in exile.
Yeah, so the story is probably out there, but I want to understand for myself, firsthand from you, the way you understand it. When the people who you are working for end up, I don't know if they abducted you, but let's say they arrested you. So the people you're working for, they arrest you, they detain you, and they do all these things to you. In your understanding, why would they be doing this?
Well, depends on the duties which are allocated to you.
Okay.
For my case, it was the death of the former Minister for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Robert Uko.
Yes.
So when he passed away, when he died, the intelligence wanted to know what might have happened.
Yeah.
We don't know whether they were involved, but they wanted to know. It could have been a cover-up, I don't know. Or it could have been something just to do for purposes of records, I don't know. So they commissioned me to do the same. So we did what we did, and probably our reports might have gotten through the nerves of some people. Because I was dealing with the telephone listening unit. We listen, we translate, we do what we write reports and hand over. And you know, when you are dealing with the machine, you cannot unwind the machine to speak in such a way. It's a scientific method of research. You listen, you translate, and because it's an exhibit, probably because some people did not want to see the outcome of the reports we were writing, that's what led me to problems. Yes.
Are you free to talk about what you heard and wrote?
Well, I'll be free very soon, because right now the case is still
pending
in the British courts.
Okay. Why is it in the British courts and not the...
Yeah, because when I made the allegations, I made them while I was in Britain. And the tabloids in Britain published this story. So definitely somebody filed a petition in the British courts, and then I was gagged not to speak of the case until it was determined.
I see.
So I'm still, unless that case is thrown out, I cannot say no more, but I will probably one day publish. Publish exactly what I have in mind.
What went on there. And so my imagination is that many of the people who are in power, authority, involved in or not have been involved in Robert Ouko's death or, his administration have possibly either lost power or passed away at this point. You come back to the limelight here in Africa after most of this, here in Kenya rather, after most of these folks have disappeared from the limelight or sort of taken a lower profile from the position they held back then. Would I be okay to say that now you are braver, that nothing would happen to you, and that's maybe why you came back?
As a lawyer, the matter in court still stands, regardless of what the circumstances might be.
Well, the matter in court will still stand, yes, but I'm talking about your feeling of safety. Do you feel safe now? And would that safety be as a result of them having lost power or authority or passing away?
One thing is that I only fear God. I respect God. I don't mind about the body. The body will go. I want my soul to be transmitted into a human being, a human soul. So if I was to take care of my body, it will still expire. So if I was to say that I'm afraid, the soul never dies. So I'm not afraid. That's why I've spoken, I'm speaking, I'll continue speaking, because I'm legitimately correct that I'm preserving my soul to be reborn into a human being. When it comes to the body, these are just color. These are just vehicles of transition. So I'm not really... I do not want really to go into details because my philosophy makes or gives the guideline. When you have a body and you have the soul in that body, why should you be afraid?
You end up in the UK, and I think that's where you seek protection from the local authorities here. But I want to imagine that, like any immigrant into these countries, even when you come in under some sort of protection or anything like that, you are not normally socially okay. You end up doing some jobs that you're probably not proud of, or that somebody will just wake up and say, what, I wish I became this. You've highlighted this elsewhere in Chuck's podcast, especially. I think you talked about it. Your life in the UK. And I may not want to go into so much detail, but I was interested with the fact that you became a gravedigger. How do you find yourself as a gravedigger?
That's just job like any other job. I was afraid of the unknown. When I became a gravedigger, I looked at the world twice. Through the Hare Krishna philosophy, I was like, those that we are preparing, they have gone. But there is a wall of silence between us who are alive and them who are dead. They may want to come out, but they can't come out because they are dead. And those ones who are outside, who are outside that wall, don't want to come in. So to me, it was normal. And that's what actually inspired me one time when Mother Teresa was telling me. Because I asked her one day when I went to work, the Mission of Charities in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of patients,
Mm-hmm.
AIDS, HIV, cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and I could see her cleaning them with her own bare hands.
Yeah.
And then I also went to do that.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that people are running away,
Mm-hmm.
you have to wear gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this old man whose saliva was coming out.
Yeah.
And I took some towel to
Yeah.
clean him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she came and she held my hand and she says, "Son, just do what you are doing.
Yeah.
Your body is great.
Mm-hmm.
You don't fear like other ones." So she
Mhm.
said, "Never fear.
Yeah.
Because the day of fear will come when you rest. And when you rest, you'll rest for good."
Mm-hmm.
So grave digging was not my priority.
Yeah.
But it was a way of survival.
Mm-hmm.
To keep my mind upright and to make my body to survive, to keep my soul.
Mm-hmm.
And at first I was very afraid
Yeah.
because of our customs.
Mm.
But in England, people do not really care of what they do.
Yeah.
So I became used. And then I also ended up in the morgue in Camden Town,
Mm-hmm.
the Royal Free Hospital.
Yeah.
You know, when you are unemployed and they are reporting to get an employment benefit,
Mm-hmm.
then they come in, change the rules and say those who are on unemployment benefit must show that they are looking for work.
Yeah.
And you have to go to the employment agencies,
Mm-hmm.
you sign, so when there are jobs, you don't
They'll call you.
discriminate, they
Yeah.
call you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you end up in hospital again.
Yeah.
And then when you're driven in there,
Mm-hmm.
you reach, and then you're given those
Scrubs?
nylon
Ah,
uniforms. And I'm like,
yeah.
where are we? Then you enter somewhere, it's very cold, then you are indicted.
So wait, you did not know that you're walking into a morgue?
Yes, so...
You thought you were going to work in a hospital doing something?
Yes, at first I had to run away.
You have to, man.
Yeah, and then I came back and some Nigerian student was telling me, no, okay, just be strong.
Yeah.
So you go in,
Mhm.
then your hands just die. You know, you're given gloves and somebody wears those gloves and then you're told, now you're going to do this.
Mhm.
But because I had also worked in the home care
Yeah.
and putting those diapers for
Mhm.
old men,
Yeah.
unafinya macho tu nasema, but you don't, make sure when you go out, you don't tell somebody that you're working there. So
Yeah.
that afraidness also
Sort of fades
so
away.
We've gone through those transitions. Yeah.
So you work as a grave digger. You also work
In the
in a
morgue.
morgue.
Then I was also a bus driver.
Yeah.
Then I was also a security guard.
Hmm.
For those years I was there.
Yes.
I have pictures. If you had asked me, I could have brought them for you.
Yeah. You know what? You're going to give us the pictures. We're going to put them up post
Yeah,
when
I'll look
editing.
for them,
Yeah.
Even if you Google, you'll find them somewhere. So
Yeah.
I've gone through all those
Yeah.
jobs that Kenyans do when they go outside. But mine, I was doing different ones.
Yeah.
And so the end result.
You've pointed out something here. Jobs that Kenyans do when they go outside. You know, when I sit down and I'm watching a movie, and I've said this, I was having a chat with my friend and we talked about this, and I want to repeat it here too, that when you are sitting down in Kenya, in Nairobi, Nakuru, wherever, Kilifi, watching the movie, a movie shot in the UK, America, Germany, or elsewhere, in the movie there's going to be a police officer, a bus driver, there's a cleaner, there is probably a grave digger, there's many people doing many different jobs. There's a very wealthy guy, there's maybe a guy on the street who's a beggar. When you're watching this movie, most of the time, and you imagine yourself immigrating to these countries, I don't think you see yourself as any of these guys. You know, in my imagination, I would imagine myself as being the rich guy or being the manager of the office or something like that. But most of the time when you end up there, these jobs are rare or hard to come by. And so most of the time, the jobs that people will do will be the ones that we're talking about here right now. Cleaning folks or cleaning houses or, stuff like that. And for a while I've been seeing, our government here saying that, we want to send people out there to go and do jobs so that they can, make a living for themselves. But these guys have studied here, gone to school here, they've, done something here, but they end up out there doing all these other jobs that they probably wouldn't want to do. Why do you think is it that people have lost all hope when they say that, the only place for me to thrive is by leaving this country?
Yes. Look at Malaysia.
Okay.
When did Malaysia become independent? And who did they derive their independence from?
Mm-hmm.
What about the kingdom? What about the president of Malaysia?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Mahathir, when Malaysia became independent, he had a special program with the British government for 15 years, where they would take in a batch of students from Malaysia to go to Britain to study till they finish. They took in at least 150,000 students to study. It was those people who transformed the mindset of Malayans. In that now, when they went back, they made legislations, they created institutions pegged on their mentality in exile. But for Kenyans, we got into royalty. We got in our independence, and we want that servant worker relationship, servant boss relationship, the way Mzungus used to behave. Those who took over from the whites came with that servant mentality. Polishing my shoes, driving my car, watchman, the word watchman, chaff. So that actually became the dichotomy of divide. We and them. Schools were segregated. The rich grew rich and took their school children to those
good
schools. And then there came a time when they wanted to take them abroad. And when the kids went abroad, they got a shocker. Uhuru Kenyatta being one of them, when he went to Boston in Massachusetts. When he went there to study, he found out that the servant boss relationship was not there. He had to clean his own, he had to cook for himself, clean his clothes. And he therefore got enshrined in that mentality. And when he came back, he became a tiller. To him, it was normal life.
Attila is a farmer?
A teller is
Attila,
the bank.
okay, yes.
The bank,
a bank teller, okay.
Then the Nyachayas come in, the tomboyas come in, and the Nyachayas come in. And Nyachaya said, no, since we in Kisii, we may not have fought for that independence, but we are so poor because of non-operative methods that could make them self-realize or actualize themselves. He looked into education. And because he had an upper hand, he took members of his community to India to study, and some of them to the United States. And that's why you look at Kisii, for example. The Kisii people, at least every village has somebody abroad, and the way they reason is quite very different. You find that the Kisiis are much more low in their looking at things. They are not very loud, and in their families, they know what they have gone through during that transition when their kids go abroad, and when their kids come with that abroad influence, they tell mommy, but daddy, this is what we did to be what we are. You find that is a bit different. Now you come to the lower class now, going overseas. Probably mtu amepata lottery. He goes overseas thinking that he's going to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Only to find out that you have to start from the scratch. And now when you start from the scratch going up, the discipline you'll have will be different. But now there are those who go on scholarships. They come here and they inherit what their fathers left for them. They become members of parliament. Those are the ones who never suffered when they went outside. And when they are in cabinet or instead of post, wanasema watoto waende wajenge manyumba, wafanye nini, but their kids are safe. They have been worked for. So in Malaysia, in conclusion, you'll find out that those who went, the 150,000 Malayans who went year after year and went back to Malaysia, they transformed the moral authority. They said, look, it's not a big deal to clean my own plates after I eat. It's not a big deal to wash my own clothes. It's not a big deal to wash clothes for my wife, because she's my wife, I'm married to her. It's not a big deal to... That's why you find, like you have come from the US, you're a simple man. A car is not a big deal, because in the US you can get a car of any kind depending on your... So there is that... philosophy. So for me, when I went, it was like a culture shock. First of all, I've been in the streets in Nairobi. I've been living that way. And then I have been in prison. From prison, I go out. I didn't know what a refugee is. I remember one day I went to Sainsbury supermarket in Camden Town, from the camp where we were, refugee hostel, where we were in Swiss Cottage. And then when I went in, I didn't know how to... navigate my way around the supermarket. So I see this girl, she was a teller, she was smiling at me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've never had a white girl. I ran back to the hostel. I told my friends, oh man, I have a woman who loves me. She smiled at me. So we went back. My friends from Congo, DRC, and Angola were also refugees. So they were like, my friend, Mboka Nangai has got a white girl.
Yes.
So we go in there, and I go in the same deals, and I smiled. What I saw was the security guard throwing me out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that smiling is their way of life.
Yes, it's natural. You smile at everyone.
Yeah. So for me, it was like
you thought that today, that must be very interesting. When you come back to reconcile and say, "Man, it was nothing." Yeah. And she probably doesn't even remember you.
Yes.
And sometimes those smiles are not even genuine. They're like,
from that time when a white person smiles at me, I'm like, yeah. And I hate to. Yeah. Like when I went to the US, somebody was telling me something, and I was so mad.
Yeah.
Why is he telling me a swear word? I don't want to say it.
Yes.
But I was like, but later on I realized, he called me dude.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you doing here? And I'm like, how can you call me dude? What's wrong with this guy? I want to fight.
Yes.
But then I realized that is the normal way of lingua expressions. So culture shock, culture metaphor.
Yeah.
And but you find Nigerians behave differently because at least with them they're inducted.
Yes.
They're given inducted training before they go overseas.
Oh,
so
really?
When you go there, this is how you behave.
Okay.
These people are your enemies. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But for us, in those old days,
you
go, unaenda baridi kufanya nini?
Yeah.
Unaenda kukuliwa na baridi. And Moi was always vilifying those who had gone in exile.
Okay.
Wale wanakuliwa na baridi nini. So, that's how it was.
But your travels in exile, allow you to thrive in those countries, because what I understand is that you become a lawyer who practices in multiple jurisdictions. You practice in the UK, you practice in the EU, you practice in America. And you're quite vast with the laws over there, and you're even challenging some of those laws, and we're going to come back to that in a moment. But I wondered to myself, as you're going through this journey, in your heart, are you doing this because you have a goal in mind of probably coming back to Kenya to try and shake things a little bit? Or are you doing this because education is available, it's accessible, and you just want to do this to better yourself?
First of all, I paid for all my fees.
Okay.
Nobody gave me
there was no scholarship or anything like that?
Nothing.
All your degrees, everything,
yes, my
you paid for yourself?
Even my latest doctorate,
yes,
I took a federal loan.
Yeah.
Students loan from the federal government
FAFSA,
in the US.
Yeah.
Because you can't pay fees for your PhD, it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's millions and millions of shillings.
Yeah, if you don't have a funding organization.
I'm still paying for it. I think you have done a PhD and you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The difference is that in my case, I was sponsored, and so I didn't have to struggle. Yeah, it's a funded PhD, and so you have some sort of funding from the Canadian government that does that for you. Yeah. Yes. And I'm sorry, man, that you had to, toil and pay for it. But importantly, you worked through all this to become the man that you are today.
Definitely. And one thing that made me go to school too much was my accent. I refused to change my accent. So when I was in the UK, I would be like, I've done this degree. I never went. I went to UK when I was 34. I went to University of London.
Yeah.
James Orengo helped me with my papers from here.
Yeah.
Because I had finished Form 6. And then I failed the first year.
Okay.
Yeah, because...
This is University of London?
University of London, yes.
Okay. That's a very prestigious school.
Yes, I failed. No, it was... you have external degrees.
Okay.
So if you fail one subject, you repeat all of them during that time.
Oh.
So I passed 3 subjects very well, and I failed one by 2 marks. So there was no receipt.
Yeah.
So that's what matriculated me into a traditional university in the UK. University of Wolverhampton, Holborn College in London, whereby I could work and go to college and what have you. And so I became a permanent student because I didn't have anyone to employ me.
Yeah.
I didn't have somebody to hold my hand. So it was from that I developed reading by grace. From one university to another university to another university. And even I could not maintain a girlfriend. Because they were like, he's always in school.
Yeah.
He doesn't have money.
Yeah.
So I kept on going, and trust me, I went to some of the very fine universities in the UK, did what I did, I passed. I became what I became. Then many years down the line, and at that time I was fighting for liberation in this country. I was also fighting for a particular function in Angola.
Yeah.
Johannes Savimbi were part of the team because of the Angolan refugees who are my friends. Fought for the Eritrean emancipation of Eritrea,
Yeah.
break away from Ethiopia.
Yeah.
The Mozambique, the Frelimo, boys who had come to study with us,
Yeah.
joined forces.
Mhm.
That's why I was able to work on Mungiki thing, because I thought I
Yeah.
would also come and do the same thing here.
Mhm.
So I worked out with the Wariunge,
Mhm.
who was the leader of Mungiki,
Mhm.
and smuggled him out of the country to Mozambique on a Portuguese passport
Yeah.
while we were outside.
Mhm.
And this, I've never said this story before. I'm just telling you for information. You can
Yeah.
verify.
Mhm.
Transfer Wariunge, who is now a bishop,
Yeah.
to Angola.
Yeah.
Later
Is
on-
this Ndura Warwinge or no?
Yes, yes.
This Ndura Warwinge gentleman?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Even when I came back, I was Maina Jenga's lawyer.
Yeah.
We have old traditions.
Yes.
Because we wanted to transform Mungiki into a military group
Mhm.
to fight Moi.
Yeah.
Because there were men and women who were ready to. Because dictatorship was just dictatorship. But we were doing it in a very. We had a lot of intelligence.
Yeah.
And some of us were committed to looking at a revolution in this country.
Mhm.
And I would speak without any fear of contradiction
Yeah.
that yes, during that particular time,
Mhm.
any other means that would remove the dictator from power,
You were taking the
we were
route.
ready to form guerrilla movements. And,
Yeah.
But we fought outside first.
Yeah.
So that's why when Moi exiled some of the political leaders here, like the late Wangamati,
Mhm.
we flew to Ghana to speak to General Rawlings.
Yeah.
Rawlings spoke to Museveni
Mhm.
for the transition of these men to go to Ghana.
Yeah.
So we've done a lot of things while we were in exile. And that's why when we come here and we look at things,
Yeah.
and people look at us as wazimu nini. They have no idea that some of the freedom
Yeah. That we are
riding
enjoying
on,
here
they're riding on now,
is a direct result of
what
your
the pressure
efforts.
we put
Yeah.
on this country when we're outside.
My team is going to give me a photo here. I think this is your most recent PhD here that I think is being shared. Is this it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And let's talk about your journey through this PhD here. And I think this is you sitting over here as you're
Yes.
waiting to graduate. Yeah. Let's talk about that. As someone who is, mature of your age, well experienced, how are you able to bring yourself to a level where you're saying, you know what, I'm okay, I'm well read, I understand so much, but I'm going to sit down in a classroom, I'm going to conduct research, and I'm going to give it to you to grade me. And yet, by all authority, you are quite an authority by yourself. So how do you bring yourself to this level?
Let me make a correction here, because I hear somebody from Canada who speaks too much,
Okay.
but I always refer myself to the power of silence. We have a lot of speculators who thrive on speculation and hit and run kind of answers. I don't.
Yeah.
The first time I became a professor, I became a professor without a PhD
Yes.
at the American Heritage University in Southern California,
Yeah.
because of my excellent work and the results that were coming in.
Yeah.
So they offered me an adjunct professorship plus a PhD honorary to hold on. So it is upon that now I developed research to question the legality of a certain section of immigration law,
Yes.
Section 287G, and somebody can look into that.
Yeah.
Section 287G of the 1996 Immigration Act,
Yeah.
which became known as ILRIRA. This act actually was introduced by Congress
Yes.
to allow states and local police through agreements by the Attorney General of the United States,
Yeah.
so that states could actually formulate legislation to police immigration.
Yes.
So you remember the 10B, SB, Senate Bill 1070 in Arizona.
Yeah.
Then you remember Tennessee, and you remember Georgia State. They came up with various legislations to
Yes.
police immigration.
Yeah.
So in my point of view, I was like, why should Congress derogate the law, the immigration law, by taking away from ICE
Yeah.
and commingling local police authorities in policing immigrants?
Yeah.
And I asked myself a question. Could that be the precursor of racial profiling in Maricopa County,
Yeah.
where Joe Arpaio had actually come up with a method which required the police and the federal agency and the the agencies in Arizona, particularly Maricopa County, to stop immigrants and ask them for their papers. Or that within his prerogative? I thought the federal law was very clear that it's only ICE
who can do that.
So I got lots of problems, and that's why I started writing that PhD almost 7 years ago. But then the questions I came up with were, number one, does Congress have authority to interrogate the Constitution? Does Congress have authority to interfere with the traditional norms of the fundamental rights? What made the Congress derogate the law by apportioning part of the law through legislation to the locals to police immigration? And then I also wanted to question the courts. Because there was a lot of litigation in the Supreme Court in the United States where certain stakeholders had taken some of these cases and they had questioned congressional authority on immigration, especially in derogating immigration. And the courts came up to support Congress by what we call plenary power. They said Congress has plenary power, and that area is non-justiciable. You cannot question congressional authority when it comes to legislation. They have discretion, and this discretion comes from plenary. And then I was like, okay, that is the court decision, but is it balanced? Because immigration is not criminal. Immigration is civil. Unless you commit an offense which is within the state perimeters under Article 10 of the United States Constitution, then why would somebody be tried twice? If you see a DW driving while influenced and DUI driving under influence, there are the measures taken that if the content of alcohol in your body goes to this scale, then you have committed a crime. But if you are an immigrant, you'll be tried first for this offense, then you'll be handed over to the immigration to process you. So I was also looking into that and saying, did Congress now come up with the legislation which had double jeopardy, trying the person twice? Was it one way of legitimizing authority with the politics of the United States that Congress could also come to play politics? Then I looked into a lot of dimensions, and I'm well read in that area of law because I have 4 more degrees in immigration from the UK and the US. So came up and my doctorate was conferred to me, and now I have a lot of speaking engagements. And if you look at that book...
True. This is a beautiful book. I recently bought it, and I want you to sign it for me.
Definitely. So if you look at the overview and the preface, you'll find out that the forwards were made by
beautiful guys,
Professor Makao Mtua. Here, who, if I may read the first paragraph, then I will go to Hulda Mumanyi, who is a state representative.
In Minnesota.
Then I will go to Mr. Mboga, who is also Larry Mboga, who is an elective representative in Erie St. Clair City Council member. So now, if you look at the first paragraph of Professor Makao Mtua, a distinguished scholar, a Sunny distinguished professor, Margaret M. Wong professor, State University of New York, and former dean of Buffalo University Law School. He says, I'm pleased and honored to write this brief forward to legality in illegality. The Call of Suspicion by George Luchiri Wajackoyah, initially written for his PhD thesis in Walden University. Let me state the bottom line up front. This highly consequential work will live in the pages of history and the sands of time for years to come. By writing about a matter so central to the reincarnation of demons, the anti-immigrant policies in the United States, Dr. Wajackoyah lays bare what many know but are unable to articulate with such eradication. And now when you come to Hulda Mumanyi, she says that this book emerges from a doctoral research journey that sought to critically examine the intersection of law enforcement practices, immigration policy, and social justice. Originally developed as a PhD dissertation, the work has been carefully revised, expanded, and refined to meet the standards of a scholarly monograph. Yeah, Larry here says that drawing from a rigorous thesis, this book examines the implementation of Section 287G of the Illegal Immigration and Immigration Responsibility Act, ILRIRA, and its effects within Maricopa County. So, if you look at the page, you'll find out that the title is Legality in Illegality, the Color of Suspicion, Race, Policing, and Immigration Enforcement in the United States by me. So I'll sign it for you.
Thank you very much. Here's a pen.
Yes, and kindly spell your name properly.
My first name is J-O-A-B.
J-O-A-B.
Alpha, beta.
No, just write it.
Okay.
Write it for me so that I don't...
J-O-A, Joab, like so. Okay, that's my first name.
Job.
Yes.
Okay.
And then my last name is Ogato.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just going to give a shout out to my uncle Abel Ogato, who is a great friend of Professor Wajackoyah and made this meeting possible.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you.
So make use of this. It's found on Amazon.
Yes. And people can buy it as well on Amazon or...
Yes, and it has become a research. It is also found in the Library of Congress. And most of the academics, I'm sure they are going to look into some of the issues that I've raised on immigration.
Because you raised very important issues here that very many people in America are even afraid to talk about for fear of, for whatever fear of the repercussions that they may face.
Yes.
Especially the, whatever is going on, the sentiment, anti-immigration sentiment that is going on right now.
Yes.
And I think it's a beautiful work. And so if you haven't yet, go and check out this book, Legality in Illegality. It's found on Amazon and you can buy it by Professor George L. Wajackoyah. So I'm happy that you go through all this and then you eventually graduate, and but even before all this is happening, you've been teaching, like you said, but also prosecuted the law in very many courthouses. I have photos of you here practicing law in various places. I think this is one of them over here. This is you here.
Yes, that's me in the Supreme Court.
And you are wearing the regalia
and the durag
and the durag underneath it. Yes. Okay. Yes. So when you are representing your clients in court, I want to imagine that the courthouse can be an opportunity for some sort of spectacle to go on. What sort of spectacle what sort of out of the way you dress, I want to imagine that maybe the judges, the magistrates sometimes may make some sort of fun out of that. What is that relationship like between you and the adjudicators of the law?
First of all, the issue of the durag is very fundamental to me.
Okay.
I'm not going to wear it forever until Kenya is free. If you look at Menelik II, and you can Google and see the images of Menelik II, the emperor of Ethiopia, he resisted Italian invasion in Ethiopia by wearing a durag.
Yes.
He said that I'll wear this durag until the Ethiopians leave this country.
Yes.
And then if you look at the African American who are taken, the slaves who are taken to the United States, there's a story that whenever any one of them was sick on the ship, you're thrown in the sea.
Yes.
But before he was thrown, his colleagues, his other slaves, used to tear the clothes and tie on their head.
Yeah.
Which made them realize after arrival how many of them perished in the sea.
Yeah.
So they took that as a symbol of resistance.
Yes.
And that's why you see in basketball, you find a lot of African Americans wearing them as a source of victory.
Yes.
So I am married to an African American.
Yes.
And of course we fought when I was trying to wear this. The kids were like, "Daddy, you're looking like this." I said, "No."
Yeah.
So I said, until Kenya will be free,
yeah,
this is my way of. So I shed suits into this lifestyle.
Yes.
It's not that I like it, but there's a reason for it. So when we went to the courthouse, the former Chief Justice Mutunga came up with a method that if you go to court, you can appear in any way, but you have, that's why you see lawyers now wearing earrings and what have you. But for me, if I become the president, I'll do away with this.
Yes.
Because Burkina Faso, they have done away with this. This is a symbol of colonialism.
Exactly. That's what I think too, because what is wrong with, why are we putting on white hair on our heads?
Yes, and you'll see that the Americans have become very liberal.
Yes.
When it comes to this.
Of course.
So for me, I went to the Supreme Court to resist, and I was to resist during the petition after the presidential election. And I wore it as a mean of resistance. That's why I commingled the two.
Yeah, and I like that, you say that you've, let alone suits, because you don't want to be in suits anymore. I mean, you look very good in the suits, by the way, just to confirm to the folks out there.
Yeah.
Looks wonderful in your suit. But also, I like that you have taken this on as a symbol of resistance.
Yes.
And of course, your dressing. I've seen most of all your clothes. They have the symbol of marijuana. Marijuana.
Definitely.
Yes. And in one of your manifestos, you've mentioned that you wanted. We have a marijuana plant here, and I want my team to bring it in. Just bring it in. So we have a marijuana plant here, and Professor Wajackoyah here has said that. I'm going to put it down here next to me, just in case the forces who manage the authorities here want to question where we got the plant and all that. But what is the essence of, first of all, I know you don't smoke marijuana.
I don't.
You've mentioned that. But I think you've mentioned something about the economy of Kenya and marijuana. And I'm going to preface this by saying, for the past few months, I knew that I was going to come and meet you. I wasn't, it wasn't approved. A meeting wasn't set or anything. But I did a little bit of research on marijuana, and I realized that very many jurisdictions around the globe have made marijuana legal for either recreational use or, most importantly, medicinal use. And they are making a great living out of it. In the United States of America, I think it's a $40 billion industry by itself, $40 billion a year industry. But when we come over here to our country, where even some of the members of the upper echelons of leadership have utilized marijuana, it is still illegal. And you're caught with it. What I understand is that you're just sent to prison for 10 years. It's very punitive.
Yes.
So what is your take on all this? And I will request my team to just walk in and take the plant back, because it's we don't want it to be in the set for too long. Thank you very much.
First of all, you are from Canada.
Yes, I am.
What is Canadian law on hemp?
On hemp, marijuana is legalized in Canada.
Yes. And have you looked at what the Canadian economy is, especially when they went hemp technology coming from the neo-colonial or neo-international economic policies into hemp policy? You find out that even planes today, the industrial aspect of it, you find out that Canadians are making drones, they're making spare parts of the plane from hemp, they're making roads, and if you look at the Canadian Stock Exchange on hemp, you'll find out that the pricing index is very far advanced than any other. All the things that are in this room, they might have hemp, especially these cameras, Nikon.
Okay.
You look at Nikes, you look at the symbol for Adidas. What does that mean? Okay. So there are so many companies that are using hemp ingredients to grow their economy. If you look at Taiwan today, Taiwan has gone completely out of cement manufacturing into hemp manufacturing, bricks. So if you look at Israel, tell me where Israel derives its economy. It's from hemp. Really? Israel is the leading world exporter of mango juice. And some of the mango juice produced in Israel has ingredients of hemp. When it comes to smoking, smoking is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking of industrial hemp. I'm also talking of medicinal, cancer. And I'm also talking of recreational. with the recreational, people have been doing this for years.
Yes.
Go to Jamaica. The level of, if you look into healthcare in Jamaica, and you look at the age of the lifespan of people in Jamaica,
yes,
some of them live up to 100 plus.
Yes, true.
Because of their traditional values in hemp.
Yeah.
But what is killing us is religion. The religion metaphor.
Yes.
Where they have come to, they preach what they preach, and I'm called them preachers. Some of these preachings are very abnormal, very, how do I describe them? They come to preach God.
Yes.
And they're telling us that the only way you can go to heaven is through the prayer,
yes,
without giving us resources to be strong so that we can pray.
Okay.
They should come up and say, okay, economics has to proceed on as economics. The land of Judea, Israel,
yes,
is utilizing, even the Pope currently in the Vatican, the Germans the Pope is putting on,
yes,
and the priests,
yes,
they're all from hemp,
yes,
hemp, byproducts of hemp. The paperwork, the ingredients made in tech industries are all products of hemp.
Yes.
So when us who are still in 1914 or 1814,
yes,
our mindset is still in that religion.
Yeah.
I think people should actually minimize, and that's why you see Kagame in Rwanda has legalized, and they built industries which will be opened in 2 weeks' time. Museveni just legalized, and the first bunch was almost 302 billion US Ugandan shillings, the first harvest.
Yeah.
So this issue of religion, I've been condemned in this country by religious leaders.
Yes.
Oh, that man is mad, he doesn't know what he's talking about, don't follow him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're cheating people in church,
yes,
telling people that God is coming, the world is trembling.
Yes.
Those kind of myopic preachings are the ones that are retarded. Those retarded preaching are the ones that are putting us down. Let the preacher preach his word.
Yes.
But let us who want to make economy of this country prosper,
yes, it's
fine. Look at Galana Gulalu. It's 1 million acres of land given by the government. Why can't you do a project of 200 acres, 200,000 acres, and find out? Because 50 kgs of hemp is $302 million US.
Really?
So what about if
$302 million?
$million, yes.
For 50 kilos?
50 kilos of hemp. I'm not talking of the leaves. The leaves are weed.
Yes, yes. Yeah. But I do understand that.
Yes.
Yeah, what you're saying.
So look at Botswana. They have diamonds, right?
Yes.
But the president of Botswana said, let us reserve our diamonds. Let us grow hemp so that we can get an extra income as we preserve. The
US comes straight out of the ground.
Yes. Yeah. The US government is reserving their oil and fuel reserves and having alternative sources of fuel. We have hemp oil.
Yeah.
In Canada, it's so advanced in this area. And then Uganda, Malawi, Rwanda, South Africa, Botswana, Morocco, and Tunisia, they have legalized. As we are still in prayer. So anything associated with hemp, you are a devil.
Yeah.
Why?
It can't be like that.
It can't be. This insinuated into a mindset through colonial mentality, telling us this is wrong, and they are growing tobacco.
Yes.
And we have Michel and Sportsman companies exporting cigarettes here. On the cigarette packets, they have signs of death, saying if you smoke too much, you die. But in marijuana, if you look at women who smoke, pregnant women who smoke marijuana for medicinal purposes, have you ever heard of them being drunk of that or having caused an accident because they are drunk? No.
I haven't. I mean, I haven't heard, but I think even in Canada they say that you can't drive while high, but high on weed, that is. But I think medicinally there's some value there, though. Medicinally, the value is there, and I think it can be used for
cancer.
Yeah, for cancer treatment.
COVID.
Yes. Oh, really?
Yeah,
COVID.
by MPESA company, they manufactured a drug out of hemp. You can do your research.
Yeah. And this, I think, as you say, is one of the things that's going to help Kenya, the Kenyan economy, grow. And there's something else. I mean, you said a bunch of things also that you, in your manifesto, that you'd like to do once you become president of this country. You've talked about snakes.
Good.
I have a photo of myself here, carrying a snake. I was in Miami, in Florida, carrying a snake. It was very scary. And so with me here, I have brought a small snake over here. And so you can see this snake over here. It's, kind of scary a little bit, but let it rest over there. So you want us to have to keep snakes for economic activity?
Yes.
Okay. You can hold the snake
the snake skin,
and have a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The snake skin makes women and leather industry. It's an income. If you go to Italy,
Yes.
the Italians make the best leather and shoes that they export to the world. Very expensive. The snake meat
Yes.
is, how do we call it? The Chinese love snake meat, especially tropical meat, tropical snakes. We can export the snake meat. But more importantly is the venom.
Okay.
1 gram of venom
Yeah.
is 600,000 Kenya shillings.
1 gram
of venom, snake venom, and go and do
Yes.
your research. Now, the international community has come up with the regulations
Yeah.
not to allow those industries to open up. It's only a few companies, like in Africa, we only have the venom plant in South Africa,
Yeah.
which is actually owned by a German company, so that when they extract venom from the snakes,
Yes.
it cures not only snake bites, but it also cures horses. So it's a very expensive byproduct. If you look into Kenya today, we have areas which have got tropical snakes that are so valuable.
Yeah.
One of them is Kitui County, Kilifi, and Baringo.
Yes.
Those 3 counties can make us get an extra income that can allow us, can create employment if they're properly done scientifically, create employment and also pay off our debts from outside. Number 2, snakes are also very valuable for traditional sports. What I mean by that is that when you go to the Chinese have a lot of sports things that they do during the Olympic, that they win a lot of gold medals. And when they win gold medals, they win gold medal, bronze, and silver, because there's no any other country that is statistically productive in terms of those kind of stakes. Here, we get our older generation, the women who play around with snakes, snake charmers. We can actually introduce them as wasani, so that tourists can come in to see how our tradition, how our people are able to harness snakes, tame snakes, and do them for sport work, for traditional healings and what have you. That's an area, if you go to the Olympic Games, we can win gold, bronze, and medal. If you look at those mamas, they can become artists because of display of the artistic intelligence. Taming a snake which is poisonous. You can only do that when you have. So those are things that you are losing out. Snakes are very important. Even night running. Night running is also a source of revenue.
How is night running a source of revenue?
Yes. If you go to England, or you go to New York, there's lights everywhere. Therefore, that cannot actually be predictive enough for our people who do night running as a hobby, which is tradition, it's genetic. So if night running was also sensitized so that we make it a profession, an ugly profession, where white people can come in, or foreigners can come in, or tourists can come in, and they're told that in Kisi, there's a particular village in Kisi which has night runners. Obviously, I spoke to the chairman of night runners from Homa Bay, and he told me that they have a big association. And they would like the government to recognize their talent. These are talents. If you run at night without spotlight or anything, and you are able to accomplish your task, then you should be paid for it. It's an art. It's an African art.
My understanding for a long time, I've understood night running being sort of associated with witchcraft. But what you're saying here seems to be a little bit different.
Night running is a hobby.
Okay.
Not everybody can run as a night running. It's genetic. It's within the family.
You inherit it.
It's an inheritance. You go home, you put off your clothes, you go and do your art, you communicate to your ancestors, and you come back. What's wrong with that? If the white community has come up with the legislation of legitimizing homosexuality, which is more serious, night running or being gay or lesbian. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to them, but I'm just giving an example. So do we have one hand with the evil in it and another one with the heaven in it? Let Africans do what they can do.
Yeah.
These are traditions that we have inherited for Indians
Yes.
for years. You go to
Yes.
India,
Yeah.
the Indians still come out with flutes to play with the snakes in the streets, and
Yes.
they get earning.
Yeah.
Why can't we do the same?
Yeah.
If the Indian government can allow that, the Kenya government should also allow.
Yeah.
People walk with snakes on the streets to show that you throw your money. You've just shown
Case
me
in point, yeah.
something.
I paid $10 to this guy
Yes.
to hang the neck on his
Yes,
on my
and
neck.
here, if you are seen with the snake, you are a witch.
Yeah.
Where is that language coming from? The Bible,
Yeah.
the preachers of the Bible. And that's why I disagree with most of them. I'm not saying that Christianity is bad,
Yeah.
but the fundamentalities of Christian kind of understanding of things
Yeah.
is very uncouth, questionable, traditional, and conservative.
Yeah.
Let's move away.
Yeah.
Like there are some areas when you are seen with the snake here, there's that taboo.
Yeah.
That this man is holding a snake, is a witch. No,
Yeah.
where is the witch coming from?
Yeah.
Snake meat is very good. People with the venom,
Yeah.
the skins, the bones are grounded for aphrodisiac by the Chinese.
Yes.
So we should sell everything. In China, they eat everything,
Yes.
including snails. We can also export snails. We have ants that eat ants from
Yeah.
the termite
Yes.
stool.
Termites are very delicious.
Yes,
I've had them.
and they cure cancer, what have you. So we should look at things with a modern eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Professor, for hanging out with me here. I know I promise you I'm going to let you go to 2. It's 3 minutes past 2. And I just want to say that we are quite about done. In the tradition of this podcast, we normally have this thing that we do. We borrow this from the U.S. presidency, where the president who's in office normally leaves a letter for the next president who's coming into office. And so since this is a podcast, and we have guests here, the guest who is here most recently left a note for you. I'm gonna read the note for you now.
Wow.
And the note is, so first of all, they did not know that it was you when they were writing this.
Wow.
A day is only bright as you imagine it to be. I think they meant to write a day is only as bright, but they say a day is only bright as you imagine it to be. That is the note that they left for you.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it is your own concept. Your success depends on your imagination, or it's just like when a day is bright for me, I'm smiling. Let me interpret it from the Sanskrit methodology.
Yes.
In that one, we have the philosophy of the mode of passion.
Yeah.
There's the mode of passion, mode of goodness, and mode of evil.
Yeah.
The mode of passion comes in the morning when you wake up.
Yes.
When the day is bright and you see the sun coming up,
Yeah.
and you yawning for something to come in. So in that particular aspect, you are actually promising yourself that as I wake up, I want to do good and go back to the Godhead. So to me, that will mean that I want my day to be as bright so that I'm not born into a hyena or an animal, depending on what I do.
Yeah. Beautiful. And, hanging out with you here has given me an opportunity to understand you better. For a long time, of course, I did not understand you. I mean, I am a very liberal person. And so I am happy when people exercise themselves. But today, sitting here, I've gotten to understand you. And I hope that the Kenyan, the Kenyan who's going to watch this is going to understand you too, so they can give you the opportunity to lead us.
Thank you.
Because I think you deserve a chance to get this country out of the many problems that it's in into a place of light.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to give you an opportunity now to write a note to the next guest who's going to be here. Take your time, but whenever you're ready, just jot it down.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor Wajackoyah. If someone was listening to us here for the past 1 hour and 21 minutes and did not hear anything that you said, what is the one last word you want to leave for them?
Always look into your shadows.
Okay. Always look into your shadows. Always look into your shadows. Is it because there's something lacking in the shadows?
Well, you can interpret it.
Okay.
Yeah, always look into yourself and find out what you have done that you want to rectify so that you can become a good person.
Yeah. Thank you very much. If you made this far, I think it's because you did enjoy this episode. So if you haven't yet, I'll encourage you to go and subscribe to this channel. And remember to tell your friends, tell their friends. I've been hanging out with Professor George Wajackoyah. Professor Wajackoyah is a very accomplished man. We've had quite an interesting discussion. And he has written a book here that you can get for yourself on Amazon. Legality in Illegality, the Color of Suspicion, Race Policing and Immigration Enforcement in the United States of America. This is a very important book. I mean, having listened to the entire discourse of what comes about it, I think it's a very important book that will give you an insight into what is going on and what should be going on. Thank you very much, George, for sharing your mind with the world, for being willing to share your energies with this country so that you can take this country where it belongs.
Thank you, sir.
Asante sana.
Thank you. I'll be in the US tomorrow.
Yes. So for those of you in the US, this is going to come out next Wednesday. So Wajackoyah is in the US right now. So if you want to hang out with him, look for him, buy the book, come to DC.
Now I'll be in DC, Arizona.
Okay.
And probably Boston.
So
probably.
You can find him in any of those 3 places, and he can, sign your book for you as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.